Yesterday, Woj reported that the Knicks traded Nerlens, Noel, and Alec Burks to the Pistons, clearing $19 million in salary cap space. They're now able to make a big contract offer for Jalen Brunsen. Now, you know Brunsen. He was the guy playing alongside Luka, making it happen for the Mavericks in the playoffs. They want this guy. What are the Knicks doing, Tim?
Well, the Knicks are a desperate team that's doing desperate things. And one of them is going to get Jalen Brunsen, who has relationships with Leon Rose, who is his agent, Tom Thibodeau, who has hired Rick Brunson, his father, to be on his staff. They've all known him forever. But really, this is about a Knicks team that has spent years trying to get guys to come to New York, hasn't been able to get them, and now they have a guy who wants to come there. And so
but how much are they going to pay him?
They're going to pay him a lot of money. A lot more than most other teams would pay him, and a lot more than Dallas would pay him, which is why Dallas is losing their second best player off a team that went to the Western Conference Finals.
By the way, just to give you context, Dallas could have extended him before the season. And they chose in season, and they chose not to. And that price was around $55 million. He's doubled that price.
Dallas literally could have paid him half as much in January. Jalen Brunson said, I will re-sign with you guys now if you give me 4 for 55. Dallas said, we'll wait. Now they lost him for twice that much.
So let me get this straight, Wendy. He has, and again, I'm not trying to knock Jalen Brunson. He was awesome in the playoffs. He's not an all-star. He's about to make 9 figures from the Nets. So I ask again, what are the Knicks doing?
So the Knicks have $30 million in salary cap space now, and they also have something that nobody else has. They have 8 tradable first-round picks. They have 11 in the next 7 years, but they can trade 8 of them. So that actually gives them some options. The question is, do they use some of that now, or do they wait for another player down the line to say he wants to be traded and then go for it? League executives last night were saying, is this all there is? Is Jalen Brunson their big move? Or are they trying to go after another player in potential to pair with Jalen Brunson? Maybe there's something else in the offing. Dallas is willing, I believe, to do a sign and trade with Jalen Brunson. That would mean the Knicks could potentially have cap space to do other things. Dallas already realizes they're losing him. The Knicks don't need a sign and trade. They can now sign Brunson straight up. But there are maybe some other things that in the trade market that the Knicks could be doing. So let's watch and see over the next 3 or 4 days whether or not the Knicks have something else that they're hiding.
And can I tell you, I know, I feel like the anger has, I know for me, dissipated off the Knicks, always getting angry at everything that's non-splashy that they do. But do I love it? No. Am I okay with it? Jalen, yeah, because I feel like Jalen Brunson, maybe the price has been inflated because you've seen the way he's played in the playoffs. But I will say this about him, man. I played with his dad. The dude is a winner. Like, he's a guy that comes to practice and plays hard daily. And there is something about the culture that he can help enhance around R.J. Barrett. So is the price inflated? Yes, it is. But as we see, as the market goes up, a lot of these players are going to get paid more than what their value is.
But let me ask you this. Is he a superstar?
I'm not going to say Jalen Brunson's a superstar.
Okay. Don't the Knicks need a superstar desperately in New York?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. But, I mean, you still build towards having a superstar. Don't you?
The problem for the Knicks, though, and I agree with you about everything you said about Jalen Brunson. He won at Villanova. He's won in Dallas. He's a winning player. The Knicks need winning players. The problem is the Knicks are now stuck with a team that's got hundreds of millions of dollars tied up in pretty good players. And to your point, Ryan, they don't have a path right now to go get a star, which is why they're getting Jalen Brunson. They don't have anybody else to get. And it's a start, but it's nowhere near where this team needs to be. I don't know if this team is going to be in the play-in tournament next year.
That's crazy.
After doing it.
When you look at what they've got committed to Evan Fournier, what they've got committed to Julius Randle, this commitment would go $300 million in those 3 players.
Wow.
And that's before they have to potentially extend R.J. Barrett this
And then R.J. Barrett potentially, if they give him the full max, will be a $400 million on those 4. I don't know how many all-star appearances you're going to get out of those 4 players.
Oh, I'm not condoning Evan Fournier and the rest of the cast. I am to a degree on Jalen Brunson.
No.
I'm not condoning the rest of the. I'm just talking about Jalen Brunson.
No one is trying to say Jalen Brunson isn't a great player, and I'm really happy that he might get a huge payday. What I'm asking is, the Knicks fans out there, all they care about is having superstars, winners. They want a title again. Are they anywhere close to that with this deal?
No.
So why do this deal?
Well, as I said at the beginning, the Knicks are a desperate team that are doing desperate things. This is a desperate thing. And they have struck out time and again. They signed Julius Randle a couple summers ago because they went into that summer thinking maybe we'll get Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Maybe we'll get somebody else. Everybody turned them down. They ended up with Julius Randle and a bunch of role players. That's the status of what the Knicks have been for years.
After we had a lot of superstars demanding trades for a 4-year span, as the Knicks have positioned themselves to trade for a superstar, we've had a bit of the market's kind of dried out. A lot of the superstars are extending their contracts. So, and then the Knicks haven't exactly made themselves as fertile as it but that's their idea. Their idea is that they're going to take some of the players they have, and they're going to take all these draft picks and eventually get that player. But obviously, it hasn't come to fruition.
That is the funny thing. To Brian's point, the Knicks have finally positioned themselves to have the assets to get a star, and there's no stars to get.
Okay. Well, there you go, Knicks fans. Enjoy.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.